Today on the vlog, we're talking Valerian. The movie is out, the comics are out, my reviews are out. We're going to cover it all, including where you can buy the comics the cheapest. And hint, it's not actually at Comixology. Stay tuned. We start this week over at comicbookresources.com, where I'm back, but just for an article or two. Pipeline is still staying at comicbook.com. There's no plans to move that anytime soon. Of course, there were no plans to move Pipeline away from comicbookresources.com either a year ago. But a year and a week ago, almost to the day, it was that Pipeline 1000 hit, and that ended the run over there. But I am back with an article on Valerian, the comic book series. For those of you who've never read it, who are looking forward to seeing the movie this weekend, I wrote a little, 10,000 foot blimp level overview of the series for you so you can know who's who, what's what, where it came from, and maybe look a little bit smarter than your friends at the movie theater this weekend. You are welcome. Speaking of the movie, I've been reading a lot of the comments leading up to the movie's release this week because I'm kind of curious to see how it's going to be received in America. And I know we can't judge anything in the world by the comments on the internet, but yeah, it doesn't look so good. Everyone's complaining about the casting choice. And I can understand why, but the same way a lot of people were complaining about that based on a 2-minute movie trailer, which you never see everything in the movie trailer. And I've been watching the movie trailers a lot this past week to research some stuff I'm writing. And I've decided that Laureline looks fine and Valerian looks a little glassy-eyed and vacant. But I'm hoping that when I get a chance to see the movie this weekend, I'm hoping Sunday night right now, it will be okay. I'm hoping. Look, I know you could all probably have casting decisions we would have preferred. They needed to keep the age of the two characters roundabout the same. I think in reality, she's 24, he's 31, something like that. He looks about 18, which is part of the problem. There are probably better actors to have done it, but are they available? Would they have fit the budget? I doubt these two are exactly going to make millions upon millions upon millions of dollars, plus get back end for this movie. The movie was self-financed and all the money went to the special effects, so... And they look beautiful. And definitely see the movie in 3D. I've seen the trailer in 2D. I've seen the trailer in 3D. I don't like 3D movie trailers. For whatever reason, because I guess the cuts are so quick, your eye never gets a chance to sort of latch on to the different layers that are going on the screen. I tend to prefer the trailers to be in 2D. But this is one where I saw the trailer in 3D and decided I wanted to buy a 3D TV for home for when this thing comes out. On Blu-ray. 3D Blu-ray. I have a 3D player. I just don't have a TV. So, check it out in 3D. The actors, look, I don't know. I haven't seen the movie yet. I'll probably have a review for you next week. Ask me then. And look, if you liked The Fifth Element and are complaining about the casting choices in Valerian, let's all complain about Chris Tucker screaming his way through The Fifth Element. Thank you. Now, because the movie is out, all of the Valerian comics, all 21 volumes, are available on sale digitally online right now. You can go to Comixology.com if you wish, if you have an account there. They're $5.99 each. They're about, not quite half price, but, 40, 50% off, somewhere in there. Here's the trick. If you want to get them even cheaper, go to Izneo.com, I-Z-N-E-O. I've written about them before on PipelineComics.com. I will, of course, put a link in the show notes below this video on youtube.com, but they are basically the European version of Comixology, even though Comixology has an office in Paris. But Izneo has all 21 volumes. The first volume is actually free and includes extra pages from the original printing of the book, and they have each individual volume on sale for only $4.99, or £4.99, however you say. No, €4.99? Is there a euro cent? Or is it just 4.99 euros? However that works over in Europe. I'm sorry, I don't know. I'm an American. So if you want to get the books cheaper, go to Izneo. You don't necessarily have to go to Comixology. At this point now, I have print edition of the comics from Cinebooks. I have some volumes at Izneo, and I have some volumes at Comixology. It's a bit of a crazy collection, but that's also something I've written about at PipelineComics.com, about how we have these collections now that are in multiple stacks. They're both print and digital. In some cases, they're print, digital in one place, and digital in someplace else. But that's the way it goes. So you can get it for $4.99 if you go through Europe. Believe it or not. They'll take your credit cards. They'll take your PayPal. Don't you worry. I have now reviewed 16 volumes of Valerian as I speak, and they will all be published by the time this video gets published. I should be able to do a couple more probably over the weekend. Right now I'm deciding whether to do basically what is volume 0, which is Bad Dreams, which was the original first Valerian story, which is as close as you can get to having an origin story. That's the one where Valerian meets Laureline in, I don't want to say ancient France, but France of the 900s or 1000, somewhere in that year span, and brings her back with him. Or I have the next volume as I'm reading it in, what's it called? It's called In Uncertain Times, which is volume number, let me check my notes, number 18 of 21. So after I read that, then it's only down to the last 3-parter to read to finish out the series. So I'm still figuring out which one I'm going to read next, but you'll see. Probably get to both of them in the next week or so. I do want to read and review every last book. In time for the movie, I'm coming up a little bit short, but not too bad. But I think in the course of the next week or so, especially with the books on sale, this is a good time to pick them up, to review them. So keep an eye out on pipeline.com. And don't forget, you can also go to Pipeline Comics, not pipeline.com, pipelinecomics.com/tag/Valerian will give you all the reviews and any other articles I've ever written that include thoughts about Valerian. So you're covered. And finally, there's new Valerian to talk about, believe it or not. Even though the series completed a few years ago, Jean-Claude Mézières and Pierre Christin said, we're done, it's over. They came back and did a new volume, and most likely because the movie came out this week. It was originally published in France, I believe, last fall. The English edition of it digitally is now available on isneo.com. You can download that today. It came out this week in time for the movie, of course. And it will be in print from Cinebook. It's scheduled for, I believe, spring of 2018. But if you don't want to wait the full year, get the digital copy, go to isneo.com. They have a lot of stuff there, and you can download it there. Also, because it's the 50th anniversary of Valerian's first story being printed in the magazine, I think it's Pilote. It looks like pilot with an E at the end. So let's say Pilote magazine. For the 50th anniversary, they came out with a special edition dedicated completely to Valerian, with lots of articles I can't read and interviews I can't read because it's all in French. I can pick apart a few phrases, but it's just kind of frustrating. I know, I should learn. And they also have some little short stories, some little 2- and 3-page short stories from various French comics luminaries, so give that one a chance. And that's it for today's edition of the vlog. Thank you all for reading. I'm going to roll the windows down now and blast the air conditioner because it's really hot in here. So real quick, let me tell you a true story on the makings of this video. After I said that it was too hot in this car, so I was going to turn the video off and open the windows and blast the air conditioner, I decided that talking in a vlog or in a podcast about how hot it is in here is kind of old hat. I didn't want to do it. It just felt silly, so I re-recorded the ending. And halfway through recording the ending, my iPhone shut down because it was too hot. Yes, that's irony. Welcome to vlogging.